Ever since Canada's founding, we have fought many wars, most famously the Second Boer War, the First World War, the Russian Civil War, the Second World War, the Korean War, the Persian Gulf War, the Bosnian War, and the Iraq plus Afghanistan wars. But in this video, I will be focusing on the First World War and why we do Remembrance Day. Before the First World War, there was a lot of tension between European powers, so they were just waiting for any little thing to start a war. In 1914, the Australian Archduke Franz Ferdinand and his wife went to Sarajevo in modern Bosnia and Herzegovina, and he was assassinated by Serbian nationalists. In retaliation, Austria-Hungary sent an impossible list of demands to Serbia, and when Serbia refused, Austria declared war on their friends. Germany and Ottomans declared war. So Serbia's friends, Russia and France, declared war. Germany knew that Russia would take a long time to mobilize, so they would take on France and invade Russia. So, to go around France's defenses, Germany invaded Belgium. So Belgium's friend, the UK, declared war. At the time, the UK controlled Canada's military, so Canada joined the war and sent 600,000 men and women. Austria was able to invade Serbia in 1915, but only after Germany and Bulgaria's help, and they took Albania in 1915. The Russian mobilized and was making gains in Austria-Hungary, forcing the Germans to send troops there. The Ottomans were first invaded by the Russian in the north, and Arab with the British were making huge gains with desert warfare. At the same time, there was also fighting with African colonies. Germany was making huge gains in their offensive in Belgium and was only 70 kilometers from Paris, but after British counterattack, the Germans were forced to retreat. The trench warfare started, and that's when Canada started fighting the war. The trench warfare, there were two lines of trenches on each side and no man's land in between. No man's land was filled with mud, corpses, poisonous water, rats, and disease. One side would send thousands of artillery shells on the other side, leaving them shell-shocked. They would run up from their trenches, running no man's land, while the enemy had machine gun fire until the other side was overrun. At this point, Italy had also joined the war, but they were stuck in stalemate. The Germans started breaking the rules of war by attacking civilians and using chemical weapons such as... In 1916, Germany declared war on UK's friend Portugal. Also, the Germans started the Battle of Verdun, the historical French city, and requesting help. The British started the Battle of the Somme with over 24,000 Canadian deaths. The Russians also launched a Brusilov offense to help France, and then Romania joined on Russia's side, but it was crushed. Greece also joined the war, British side. Russia had the Russian Revolution and turned communist and ended up the war on their side. After the Germans told Mexico that they would help if they invaded the US declared war on Germany and started pushing back. With the mounting pressure, Bulgaria surrendered first, then the Ottomans, Austria-Hungary, and finally on November 11th, 1918, World War I ended. It was an indescribable amount of suffering. Most families lost at least one family member to the war. Many people would be scarred for life. After some secret negotiating, the Ottoman Empire was divided between the British and the French, the Sykes-Picot Agreement, and Israel was established. Germany lost tons of land under the Treaty of Versailles, and Austria was dissolved. 1 year after war ended in 1919, the first Remembrance Day started.